all the interviews that went out with Peter Lynch were my interviews
Right, okay.
that I did, when he was going after Brexit and things like that. So
What
I
did he
found,
say? What did he say wrong? What did he do wrong?
I
What
know,
did he do?
yeah,
He didn't do anything.
no, no,
You
no.
know?
He was
He
just there.
shouted at a police dog, and he had a placard that, if you read it,
Yeah,
didn't say anything, inciting no violence,
no.
inciting no hate. It's crazy. It's
But
crazy.
is there a way out? Do you see like Farage being,
Yeah, run to Poland.
yeah?
No, so that's I've been invited to stand for reform
Are
in
you? It's interesting that you
in the
say that
local
because
elections.
are they going to the vetting?
I don't think that I would pass the vetting.
No, that's
I don't think
don't you
so.
have to be squeaky clean? Because I've got a little bit of a people
Yeah.
that I've associated with over the years and this and that. I don't think I could stand. You
Well,
know,
this is the problem, isn't it?
yeah,
Real people from real backgrounds, from
yeah,
real life,
mhm,
can't stand
no,
because they will vet you and say, "Oh, you're not one of us." Now, Farage says all the right things.
yes,
I went to the Reform conference
yeah,
as a business.
right,
Because in my naivety, I thought, you know what, I'll sponsor, I'll pay for this, and I'll do a bit of this and a bit of that.
mhm,
And they initially didn't even acknowledge me.
mhm,
And then I come from a traveller background. I've got some
right,
traveller family, stuff like that. When they realised that I had, you know, a nice little business
mhm,
and that I was doing okay,
mhm,
I was ushered upstairs to shake Nigel's hand and say hello.
yeah,
Now, Nigel himself, very personable man, very nice, very
yeah,
clever, very bright.
mhm,
A few lads around him, very clever, very bright.
mhm,
But I'm under the impression that to win in this country,
mhm,
you all have to be the same.
yeah, yeah,
It will never be allowed in this country for someone like me, Stephen Yaxley,
yeah,
to come along and be anybody other than a terrorist.
mhm, yeah,
How do you arrest someone for terrorism charges because they won't give you, knowing full well you're not a terrorist,
mhm,
to use the powers of terrorism charge to allow you to break the law, really, the police to break the law
yeah,
by by stating that we're going to arrest you under the terrorism powers, and under those powers you've got no right to legal
yeah,
representation, and your phone will be taken, and we will get into it, and that's it.
yeah,
It's just like arresting me for being a terrorist.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Do you think that he will get in? Has he got any chance of getting in? And do
Who,
you think
Farad?
that yeah, Farage, and do you think
Oh yeah,
Stark?
he's got every possibility of getting in because I'm going to tell you now,
Yeah,
uh, people have had enough.
mhm,
And even if he does half
mhm,
of what he promises to do, I'd be happy.
yeah, same here. Yeah,
Even if he does half of it,
mhm,
you know, if he look, how do you boost an economy, create jobs,
mhm,
stop welfare?
yeah,
How do you ruin an economy?
mhm,
Well, you know now, as you're a reporter,
mhm,
the economy is bottoming out. The unemployment rate is on the rise.
yeah,
It's 4.4%, I believe now, the unemployment rate. So the unemployment's on the rate rise, and the benefit bill's on the rise. But that's socialism governments, no?
yeah,
I don't know where they get that idea from,
mhm,
and from what I believe, it's multinational companies that pay for them,
mhm,
that pay for them, and then they can afford the social bill, can't they?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Don't really matter whether they've got high unemployment and whether they've got costs and whatnot. I believe that the bigger boys pay the bills.
mhm, yeah,
The likes of Apple, the likes of the skies. These people.
mhm.
That's what I believe.
Do you think we've got any hope, really, in this country? I mean, do you think we're going to?
Not why Labour in power. No,
No, no,
no, no. Can you see any?
no, no. I think it's just going to get
See
worse
anything
and
he's
worse.
doing? We voted Brexit in our numbers. We voted 16.8 million to be leave
Yeah,
against
never happened.
17.2, I
Never happened.
think. We never had Brexit. We haven't been allowed to.
No.
Okay, he's over there, and also he's a warmonger. Do you
Yeah,
notice every Labour MP is a warmonger? Do you notice that?
yeah.
Labour love war. Why do they love war?
Dragged. We're being dragged closer and closer to that.
Well, they are hoping that they can start the war before Trump gets in.
Yeah.
Went over there to Macron,
Mhm.
but unfortunately for them, some of the components of the Storm Shadows. are American,
Yeah.
so they can't use them.
Mhm.
But if they weren't, and they were solely made by us, they would already be using them
Yeah.
in Russia. Now you start bombing Moscow with World War, that's it.
Yeah. Well, they'll soon get rid of us very quick.
It wouldn't take very long, would it? To be
No.
fair. Who are you
No.
going to call up? You're going to call your Gen Z up to fight for you. Oh, I can't go and fight me now. I can't. I'm a girl today. I can't fight. You know. Oh, that's what you're going to get. No.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even think that the regular Brits would want to stand up for Starmer.
There's no way I would be sending my son to war for this country. I'd rather go to prison.
Yeah.
There's no way that I would ever fight for this government now. Now, prior to that, I'm patriotic. If you come to my country, I would do what I had to do.
Yeah.
But I'll be straight out with you right now. If Russia come here, I'll be going to Russia.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've said it outright. If the Russian army pull up here, I'll give them a note and say, "Not me, mate. I'm not interested. Carry on." You know, it's because he is a bad guy. He does do bad things.
Yeah.
Everyone does bad things. Netanyahu's doing bad things, but he's doing it for what reasons? Now, NATO said that they wouldn't expand when they signed that deal with Gorbachev, and they lied.
Mhm.
Did they not?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
lied.
Absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
put missiles in Romania. They put missiles in Romania, which is a Baltic state. They put missiles in Czech Republic. They put missiles in Poland. They put missiles all the places that they said that they wouldn't.
Mhm.
So he's not wrong, is he? They lied.
Mhm. Yeah. No, that is good, pure fact. Absolutely.
Doing
How,
what he's doing is wrong, obviously.
how are all your friends sort of looking at you now that you've taken these? Do they all agree with you, or how they
Yeah,
react?
yeah, I come from this. I'm Millwall, mate. We agree with the same thing. We're British patriots. It's you know what I hate? Like I'm part Jewish. I
Right.
don't tell many people that.
Right.
Okay, my nan was Jewish, yeah,
Right.
and I didn't find that out until a little while ago.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What was it like for you going to Auschwitz? Was it like I've not been, but I've always wanted to go. How
It's
much?
something you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Something you'll never forget. Sorry, I've got a big dog here, and it just annoys
Right. It's all good. I see
me.
your videos walking the dog in the woods.
Oh, mate, it's pain, mate. So here she, I love her, but it's right. I'm doing this, and she's just dropping stuff at my feet. Yeah. So I went there. All Polish children go to Auschwitz
Yeah.
as part of their education.
Yeah.
Um, you can still smell it.
Really. God.
You can still smell to this day
Mhm.
the porky smell, like the burning flesh smell.
Mhm.
It's very eerie,
Yeah.
and we never want that to happen again, do we?
No. Did they say like there's no birds are there? You don't. It's very.
Nothing there. There's no animals at all. No wildlife whatsoever. It is deadly silent.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about it is when you go into one of the huts and it's got help that was scraped out with someone's fingernails
Oh God.
in a wall.
Yeah.
They've scraped out help,
Yeah.
and and it wasn't nice. So for them to come out and call us Nazi, this makes me more angry than I've ever been.
Yeah.
To call me a Nazi,
Mhm.
but I know what real
Yeah.
fascism is because I'm educated and I've
Yeah.
read books and I've seen it.
Yes.
To call the British people Nazis because we don't want illegal immigration.
Yeah.
If I land in Poland
Hmm.
with no visa,
Hmm.
no passport,
Yeah.
I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
Instant,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Absolutely.
not here. I
Now
can
we've
row
only got
it, row it.
3.5 minutes left because this thing's only does it for 40 minutes. I want to know how do you relax? I mean, away from the drama of it all.
I go to the gym every single day and I
Yeah,
walk my dog every single day
yeah,
and I stay away from other human beings.
right, okay. And what about Millwall? Are you like a season ticket holder? You go
I
every.
love it. Yeah, I love it. I'm lucky enough to sit in the exec lounge now. I've made my way up a little bit, in the comfy seats,
Yeah,
and it's the one place you can go and be yourself.
right.
It's like the bastion of England. It's the last place,
Yeah,
and we people are under this illusion that it's a violent club. It isn't.
no.
They're under the illusion that it's still 1970s. It isn't.
Mhm,
They're under the illusion that we're all baldy, white, tattooed lads.
mhm,
We're not.
mhm.
You've got Albanians, Norwegians, you've got Glaswegians, you've got Asians, you've got Africans
Yeah,
in Millwall
yeah,
who love it, and the reason they love it is because it's very passionate.
Yeah. So is it still intimidating doing the walk down to the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that intimidation comes from historical views. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, back in the 70s and 80s, it was renowned for football violence.
Did you ever get involved in that side of it all?
Can't really say things
Can't say
like
no, no.
that. I always, people say I've got a podcast to do next week, and he said, "Can we talk about Millwall?"
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest,
Yeah.
I don't really like those lads that get on the internet and start glorifying violence.
Yeah, sure.
Because all violence ever done for me was put me in prison
Yeah. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
hurt people,
Yeah.
and now that I've had my therapy and my help and stuff,
Yeah.
not really nice, is it, to hurt another human being and glorifying it? So I am, I was part of it.
Yeah.
I'm no longer part of it,
Mhm.
and it doesn't really go on anymore.
So look, we've got to pack this up. Look, it's been really
No problem.
fascinating to meet you, Stephen, and I wish you all the best. And I'm
Yeah.
sure we're going to see you on all these different channels now. You're going to become like a YouTube star as well and all that.
Highly doubt. The one thing I won't do is take money monopoly from it.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the
I
one thing
know
I
that.
won't.
And
Yeah, I
just
won't.
before we go, so it's Unite. Remember, it's Unity for Great Britain. So do subscribe to Stephen on TikTok. Fascinating stuff, and he really shoots from the hip. He says it like it is.